on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XL, right back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're taking a look at 100 different decks over 100 different days. Today, everybody, is day 99 of the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I have underwear on my head because we is playing Ojama. It's not very easy to tell, but yeah, I got a big butt, okay? I've got a giant house, and that's why I got giant underwears on me head. Because we're playing Ojamas, them little critters from old GX Pass, one of the fan favorites of Yu-Gi-Oh! And we got ourselves a deck that is one part's board lockdown, one part's make Ojamas big numbers, and one part's make things like access code talker. We got ourselves a deck that does many different things. And we're going to be going into EDO Pro today, showing off this Ojama build, having ourselves a good old time trying to lock our opponent's board and abuse some cards you wouldn't expect. So, we got ourselves a deck here today, thanks to Mr. Spicy Boy, who wanted to see some Ojama action, especially with the Ojama Delta Hurricane, which we shall attempt to do. So, without further ado, let's go into the deck list and then get right into the duels. So far, main deck today, we have 2 copies each of Ojama's green, yellow, and black. We have 3 copies of Danger Nessie, 1 each of Danger Tsuchinoko and Jackalope, 2 copies of Ojama Red, 2 copies of Ojama Pink, 2 copies of Ojama Blue. We have 1 Ojama Delta Hurricane. We have 3 copies of Ojama Magic, 2 Polymerization, 3 copies of Obedience Schooled, 1 copy Card Destruction, triple Dark World Dealings, 3 copies Grand Collapse, 3 copies of Ojama Country, 3 each of Ojama's Duo and Trio, 1 Necro Fusion, and 2 Ojama Pajama. As for the extra deck, we have things like Link Spider, Masquerena, Ojama Emperor, 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn, 1 copy Blackluster Soldier, the Soldier of Chaos, which we can occasionally make with all of his protection. We have things like Access Code Talker, we have things like Saryuja Skulldread, we have number 64 Ronin Raccoon Sundial, 2 copies of Joyous Melfies as an alternate win condition in this deck. We have things like Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, again an occasional thing we can make in this deck. We have 2 copies of Ojama Knight, 1 copy of Ojama King, 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. As for the side, if you feel like you need another each of the Ojamas, go ahead. You really don't need them as much. But if you feel like you're drawing like both greens in your first turn too much, you might want to do that. Likewise, I was originally going with a Dark World sort of engine. Note to self, play Dark World Ojamas after the 100 days is over. And, you know, if you want to find more draw power, things like that, you got things like Brow, which works well with Dark World Dealings and the Destruction and the Dangers as well. Things like the Field Spell, the Gateway of Dark World, Snow. That's a different build, and that'll be a future project. But that is a thing if you want more draws. You also have things like Keeper of the Dragon Magic, which can add you your Polymerization. It's pretty nice in of itself. Fusion Dispatch can, in fact, get any of the original vanilla Ojamas because of Ojama King. You have another Delta Hurricane if you feel like you need it. But honestly, if you want more of Hurricane, I'd recommend another copy of Pajama instead, because this just searches out your Delta Hurricane. Terraforming if you feel like you need the Field Spell more often, but again, Pajama does the same thing. And Tri-White's an interesting one for just reviving a bunch of the vanilla Ojamas for Link plays and also Exceeds as well. Which, you could try it out, but the deck's a little bloated as is with this build, but you know, you can give it a shot if you feel like you want to give it a shot. So, that's the deck list today, everybody. Let's go ahead and EDO Pro, show this deck off, show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good time. Alright, yeah, our first opponent, another day, another card game. I realize with these undies on my head, I kind of look like a Jedi. But regardless, we do like to go first with this deck. It's very much a going first sort of deck here with Ojamas. And what do we have for an opening hand? It's an interesting one. We're up against Ghostricks. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world it could have been. Could have been nicer, but this will work just fine. So what we're going to go ahead and do, set our important cards. We're going to be playing the Dangers. We don't want to be in danger of discarding the wrong card. We've got Ground Collapse, OG support for the lockdown of Ojamas. Just block off 2 zones. These zones are now a no-go zone. And now my opponent shall not. So now we're going to go ahead for... Yeah, let's go for Nessie. And we really want to discard Ojama Magic if we can. Alright, Jackalope's actually not bad. Could have been better, but this will work too. So, oh, and I joined a Tsuchinoko. Even better. Ooh. So I get to summon out 2 Danger Nessies. That'll be pretty useful. But we really want Ojama Magic in the grave. You see, when this is discarded, like so, I get to add all 3 Ojamas. And I also get to draw a card. Oh, hey, there's all the Ojamas. I can make all sorts of things. So, let me think about this. I need a monster with different name. So, if I normal summon the Pink Boy, I can use its power to make the soldier case. Normally I would make things like flare metal here because I have the opportunity, but I'm up against Ghostricks. So I feel like the ability to make a big old Link monster will be much more useful. And Pink, he's sent to the grave. Both players draw 1 and discard 1. And since I discard Ojama, I can ditch one of my opponent's cards. So we're going to ditch Ojama Pink here. And I can use Pink's effect to block a zone, but I don't need to do this right now. I can do that later. What we're instead going to do is Polymerization. See, this is what Ojamas do. They flood the board, and they annoy the crap out of your opponent. And we're going to summon Ojama Knight here. Ojama Knight. He blocks off 2 zones when he is on the board. So now my opponent, he can only have the 1 monster on the board. And I could card destruct, but I'd rather wait for my opponent to have more stuff first. So what does this do? Okay, so this is the one where I don't take damage and he gets a card. But, Mary will still work, but the others won't. He can't use Jack-o'-lantern, he can't use Jack Frost. He can get Mary, but he has no zones, therefore he cannot summon. In fact, the only way he can get a board started is if he links this off for the link, which I'm actually surprised he didn't make. But, c'est la vie, such is the way of things. We'll end our turn, and we'll just go for it. Ojama, this is what Ojamas are trying to do here. We're trying to lock our opponent out of their zones. He can't summon any monsters until he gets rid of this monster. Which, Ghostricks have a link. They can make that link, and he is going to battle into me. What does it do again? Destroys by battle, something like change the monster, destroy it face down, cannot change position. I'm a link. I cannot be flipped. I shall banish card on the board. I don't trust this card. Ghostricks, okay. Playing some defensive options you don't see in Ghostricks all the time. That's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, my opponent, this is a bit of a mismatch, to be honest. Ghostricks are not a very fast deck. And against a slow deck, we are utterly lethal. Utter lethality at its finest. And, let's go for card destruction. Get a new hand. Ooh, Ojama Duo. That would be nice if I had it in the grave, because I could banish it to bring out 2 Ojamas. Unfortunately, I don't have my field spell, but it's okay, because this is going to be game right here. He wasn't expecting this duel to be fast. Ojamas are normally a slower deck. We try to block the zones and build up our deck from there. Try to have a nice big old board, and then eventually we lead into attacking our opponent. But, like I said, this was a bit of a mess match. My opponent, love to see Ghostricks, but they don't stand much of a chance if you block off their zones. And there's a link on the board, but that's another story entirely. But regardless, there's a bit of the idea of what you're trying to do in this deck. Is block off the zones. Your opponent can't do as much as they'd like to do. And if you can block off all the zones, well, there's nothing they can do. And that's what we're going to be trying to do today. So, there's a win. And ironically enough, we are trying to attack directly once we do the board lock. But with a different tech than you might expect. So let's go ahead and do duel number 2. Show off more what this deck can do. And just keep flaunting the undies. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go do it again. It still hasn't quite sunk into me yet that 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is almost over. We've been doing this for 99 days. Been pretty nutty. Let me tell you, we've done some combos. We've done some wombos. We've played so many crazy decks. And now here we are on day 99. And I have underwear on my head. Yeah. That's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. So, what are we up against? Mysterune? Well, I'm trying to think of whether Mysterune would be affected by Ojama Trio at all. I mean, I'm still going to give it a shot. We'll find out. Alright, so So no Ash. I'm not even playing Ash Blossom. Who plays Ash Blossom anymore? That card's for babies. We got Ojamas. Ojama's better. Alright, so we've got Ojama Country. And let's go ahead. This might be risky, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Gonna go ahead and ditch everything and draw more and hope to draw an Ojama of some form. That way I can just, you know, use the field spell. What is this? Destroying Ojama Country, I see. Or possibly my background. Okay, Ojama Duo. Does that banish it? No. Okay, but that got banished. Certainly obnoxious. Mysterune is not a fun archetype to duel against. Yeah, because he gets to draw a card and all that good stuff. But we shall soldier on. Does he have negate in the hand stuff? I don't think he does. Or, conversely, he has even worse than that. Okay. Ha! It still activates, punk. Take that. And, even if he negates that, I still have Ojama Country. There you go. See, my opponent is trying to stop me from playing the game. I'm about to stop him from having life points. Ouch. Keeps banishing my stuff like a jerk. Alright, well, you know what? When the going gets tough, the going summon forth Ojama Black. And I could have discarded Ojama Magic, but I'm out of Ojama Black, so there's no point. But you know what I've got? Double yellow. Or double Ojamas. Yeah. Alright, well, let's attack our opponent with Ojamas. Let's just attack. You know? He doesn't have anything to stop attacks. If this is an effect negate, well, I have no effects to negate. See, this guy's trying to stop me from playing. I'm about to stop him from doing certain things, if you know what I mean. And next turn, I can bring out green and start really doing some damage. So, we'll see. We'll see what this guy's got. I mean, he didn't play the last card, so I presume this is the monster effect negation. I presume. I mean, he can play the cards from his hand, so if he had a battle stopper, it ain't that. If he's got an effect stopper, he can't use it. So, he's pretty much limited to whatever this is. A set card, you say? I guess he's got some trappy wappies. Please remind me in the future to never say the words trappy wappy again. Alright, but you know, let's get... Oh, I wish I could get pink too. I completely forgot to put him on the sleeves and I feel bad. I mean, I'll put him on the thumbnail, but at the same time, I feel really bad that he is not, you know, here. And actually, kind of wishing I hadn't summoned these, because if he has the effect negator, he can technically negate these effects. It won't do him much good, but he could do it. So, yeah. Ooh, ground collapse. Sweet. I like that. So let's go ahead, do it again. Bring out the 5. The original 5. Don't ask where pink was when they were all doing solidarity. I don't know. Does it look like I know where pink was? Knowing him, he was probably knee-deep in some potato chips. Like, he fell into a giant vat of potato chips. I can see Ojama Pink doing this thing. It seems like something he would do. Wasn't even on purpose. He was just walking his Ojama dog. And then he just fell into a vat of chips. Okay, so he does have something. So he will get a Dextra... Oh, no, he's just bringing this out. But its defense is Zippo. Granted, he gets more things, which is really annoying because he gets like 2 whole draws. Yeah. I can still attack you. It's not like you have an attack negator. Not that I'm aware of. Does Mysterune have attack negation? You'd think they would. Could be it's a thing, like with, Psyframes, for example. They do a lot of negation, but they also have a battle stopper. It's not played very often, but it exists. So, I'm just curious as to whether he's playing it or not. And... I don't want to invite danger by making Saryuja and then making Axis Code Talker. I could do that. But that presumes that this isn't like Solemn Judgment or something of the like. Oh man. See, I have my secret tech card, Melfi. I should explain the Melfi real quick, because I haven't explained this one as much. So this is my secret tech, Melfi Joyous. Basically what it can do is attach material and allow all Melfis to attack directly, including itself. So you get the idea with this one. Like, you know, I can play Ground Collapse. Be like, no zones for you. And then play Trio, no zones, period. And then, instead of destroying the tokens and letting my opponent summon things, make the Melfi attack directly. That was the plan anyway. I don't think it's going to be working against this guy, because it's got all these negates and things, and I don't want to chance it. Because if I use everything to make the Melfi... I don't even have to use everything, but if I use, like, anything to do that... Alright, what are you doing now? Is this Mystic Mine? No, it's just another one of these. Just deck thinning. Target and effect negate. Yeah, that is the effect negator I was worried about. So, you gonna negate me? No, you're just summoning another one of these. Still don't know why he's putting it in defense mode, considering it has, no defense now. Discard a card, add a Mysterune, continuous spell. Alright. So we'll get back to spell that just banishes more of my stuff. Doesn't this get destroyed in the end phase or something? And maybe that's why he didn't put it in attack mode. But again, he could have done that to do damage. I'm just saying, you could have done that, my brother. My brother from another mother. I'm playing an annoying deck. You're playing an annoying deck. We're basically cousins. During the end... okay, no, maybe it doesn't die. I mean, I'm going to kill it in a second. I'm just saying it doesn't die yet. No. I could, but no. No need to. Alrighty, so, battle phase time, everybody. And unless he's got a stopper to this, I think this is game. Add a Mysterune card. Okay, so that's going to be 2 cards missing from my deck. Okay. Gets a Mysterune card. What are you going to add now that will save your butt? Target face a monster applies effect. Pay the top 50 cards. That monster cannot attack. The next time it would be destroyed, not destroyed. Okay. So he does have an attack stopper in this deck. But I have too many monsters for him to stop them all. Oh. Oh, it's just the next... Okay, it's only once. That still doesn't stop me. I don't get it. Maybe he's hoping to top deck into things. I would presume this is the case. This is a really annoying deck. Not gonna lie. I can see why Konami banned Imperial Order, because everyone would be running the thing if they could. Everyone would run that boy if they could. Okay. Keep attacking this thing. It should die to this one. Oh. Oh, he brought down the hammer. He brought down the hammer. That is a lot of my cards left, but I only need to, like, win here. Come on. To the graveyard with you. Alright, well, unless this is something. I'm really curious as to what this is. Like, he set a card in a deck all about the spells. Opponent adds a card. Oh, summon another Mysterune. Okay. Well. This is gotta be like Solemn or something, right? I'm 90% sure this is a Solemn Judgment or something of the like. Ah, he finally put it in attack mode. Nope. Well, gosh darn it. Won't have my protection. He has another field spell. That doesn't help me in any meaningful way. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, yeah, that still works. Okay, unfortunately, I don't know if I've got this, guys. I could, but maybe I don't. Okay. Wait. Oh, no, I don't have... I can't make access code talker for reasons. Alright. Well, that is unfortunate. I think I might be dead. I might be dead, folks, because I don't have enough cards now. All he needs is like one more or a quick play spell, and I'm dead. I think he has another field spell in the hand, so he's down to top deck. But he only needs the one. Okay, no, he's not gonna attack me or anything, because that'd be silly of him to do. Alright. Problem is, I need to draw an Ojama. Any Ojama thing would work. Okay, that works. Alright. Fingers crossed, y'all. Bring back blue. Nope. Makes the blue. Okay, that still works, because he apparently does not have any negations. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. And... go ahead and ground collapse again. It doesn't really matter at this point. This is a lot more intensive than I thought it would be, beating up a Mysterune player of all things. So we'll attack into this guy. Apparently my opponent is out of things at the moment, but we can't let up. Can't let up, because the minute he draws something he can play, I might be dead. That's the problem, is I don't have any effect damage or anything, and this guy's deck is all about countering what I like to do. Let me think. If I make Masquerena, can I then make Access Code Talker? No, I don't think that's how that works. No. Alright, I'm just gonna end my turn. Hope for the best. All depends on what he draws at this point. I mean, he's got the one dead card. Apparently this doesn't do anything. And so it really depends on what he draws right here. We'll see. We'll see indeed. Heart of the cards indeed. If he plays anything he can play... okay, so that's just the one that summons a monster. He still, however, gets to... up to 3. So he gets 3 draws. Okay, I think I might be dead. Yep, I'm dead. Oh, that was a long, hard-fought 9 turns. Unfortunately, yeah, I had to make something to get over the one dude. Maybe I should have... oh, I should have made Sendayu. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have made Sendayu. He would have been better, because then I could have kept all the Ojamas. Oh, he didn't do anything. I think he's playing to end me on my own turn. Like a dick. Alright, well, unfortunately, folks, I'd say I'm dead. Unless he literally drew nothing he could play, I think I'm dead. Reincarnation. That's what that was this whole time. Okay. Yep, I'm dead. Well, an unfortunate thing, but we put up a good fight. And this is, you know, the first duel was totally favorable to us. This was favorable to him. He doesn't have monsters to summon. Also, the duel's still going for some reason. Oh, yeah. I haven't lost yet. Unless he has that spell that makes us immortal. I think I've still... have I won, actually? Unless this thing can't be destroyed by battle. Oh, wait, no, that pops a card when it's summoned. Okay, yeah, I still lose. I still lose. Because I don't have any effect damage. Alright, well, that's unfortunate indeed. Well, you know what, we'll go out making Sendayu. Just because we can, and we'll, you know, go ahead into the third duel. It was a good attempt. And maybe I misplayed a little bit. I should have summoned Sundayu. Well, actually, he has 0 defense to token, but, you know, enough complaint. Let's go into the third duel. Alright, yeah, third and final opponent of the day. Last chance for romance. It's been an interesting day. We've had... Okay, well, there's the lock. That is at least the lock. I do like that we have the lockdown. I do like that. You know, we've had an easy opponent. We've had a difficult opponent. We'll see if this final duel, everything comes full circle. You know, just lock out some zones, summon the trio, and do I want to pink? Nah, I don't need to. I think we'll be okay. So, as soon as my opponent starts his turn, we're going to be like, Ojama, trio. Be like, hello, how are you? How is your mom? And the only thing that can stop us, other than him just being able to use this as link material, is like, you know, if he could fusion from his hand. It's one of the few things that just gets rid of us, because we can't stop the extra monster zone, sadly. But we shall persevere. So let's go for Dark World Dealings. Ooh. I kind of wish that was red, but it works just as well. So what is this guy playing? Blackwings! Blackwings! Perfect. Alrighty, so let me think about this, yeah. Yeah, the only problem that could arise in this situation is if he, like, you know, attacked me with these. But we have ways around that. We have ways around that. So, what we're going to go ahead and do here is normal summon? No. Yes. No. No, yes, no. Set monster pass. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work, that'll work. Okay, so, like I said, this guy's playing the Blackwings. They're a swarm deck. I don't think he has any back, although these are probably like negates or something like that. Blackwings don't really play a lot of back row, though. Not like a lot of it. Hope that we draw into any of the vanillas and just go for it. Alrighty. Pink, I swear if you draw me a vanilla right now. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pink. I love you. I'm sorry I didn't put you on the sleeves, but you deserved it. You deserved to be on these darn sleeves. Alright, you know what? We're gonna build up... Oh, can I just get Ojama Pajama and or Hurricane right now? That would be sweet. That would be pretty sweet if I could do that. We'll see. For now, I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. I'm just going to set things and pass. I don't need to do anything. This guy's got a lot of negates and things. I don't want to run into that. Not if I can heal, but not if I can heal, but... But we should be pretty... Okay, so this guy is playing Phantom Knights. I probably should have expected as much. Fauga Blade. See, this is why I'm focusing on the normies right now. Because I figured that he would have these things. What is this? Add a thingy. Okay. If you play... Wait. Okay, rank up magic, magical launch, which doesn't do anything, because... Or does it? How does launch work again? Target dark exceeds control. Okay, no, this doesn't do anything. Okay, good. Good! I don't need it to do anything. I'm glad it does nothing. And we will continue to do nothing. You know, today is a day for lockdowns, people, and having... we locked down the Ghostrick guy, but can you blame him? He was playing Ghostricks, and he didn't even have a decent opening hand. So it's like, of course we got to do the lockdown, but this time, we shall do other things. So... oh yeah, I've got another Ojama trio. What am I thinking? I just set that and normal summon this. Summon black. Flip up green. Flip up other black. Flip up yellow. If I could just get Ojama Pajama, this will be perfect. But for now, we're just going to do some damage. Be like, attack the tokens. Deal some damage, because he takes 300 every time one of these is destroyed. And here's the thing. My opponent's now thinking, oh, he destroyed all the tokens. I get to do things now. No. No, he does not. He does not get to do anything unless we allow him to do those things. So we'll do some damage. And here's the thing. I would really love to make my Melfi right now and show off that combo where, you know, lock his board, summon Melfi, attack directly. But, yeah, no, he's got all these negates and things. That's just really dangerous to do. You know, it's one of those things where it's just really dangerous to do. Kind of like playing up against Ojamas when you're playing Blackwings. You'd think Blackwings, with their big scary claws, would be able to do more against Ojamas, but clearly not. Clearly that is not the case. So, should I just give it a shot? Doesn't matter, my opponent surrenders. And that, my friends, is what you call the butter zone. Sadly, didn't get the Ojama Delta Hurricane, which I would have definitely gone for, and I was trying to, but not today. So, let's go for the end screen, folks. We'll talk more about this deck here. Alrighty, everybody. Ojama Boardlock 2022. We went 2 out of 3, which is just fine. You know, obviously the first opponent was total mismatch on our part. We just annihilated that guy. And the second dude, a total mismatch because he didn't care about his monsters. So, it's one of those decks where, depending on the format, depending on who you're up against, this deck is either brutally efficient or completely inefficient. It really depends on what your opponent is playing and whether you get your lockdowns or not. You know, we play a lot of the cards to just stop our opponent's zones, and as long as we can stop a few zones, that'll affect an opponent, depending, of course, on what they are. And, you know, we got to do a lot of what we want to do with this deck. We didn't do everything, though. I mean, the Melfi didn't get to do its thing. I didn't even summon Ojama King. I feel like such an amateur. Oh, but c'est la vie. C'est la vie, one may say. So, it was an interesting day. You know, unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do more duels. I got to finish the finale duel deck. So, I hope everybody took something from this deck. You know, it does what it wants to do, and we do with it as we do. And we got to lock down our opponents a fair amount of time. You know, we got to do it twice. And it would have worked against Mysterune if they had cared about their monsters at all, but they don't. So, thank you everybody for watching. Your boy, the Memphis Accelerator, is signing out. Tomorrow is grand finale of 100 Days. Hope to see you there. Till next time, signing out, and I'll see you there.